Providing equality, diversity and inclusion safe space webinars and resources to improve staff and service user experiences in your organisation.
Greetings, assalamu alaikum, welcome, namaste, hola, bonjour, konnichiwa, ni hao, chin dobre.
Now, it's about being active and saying, actually, it's not okay to just agree tacitly and do that kind of bystander, isn't this awful?
We have all these differences, and yet in the same way, we're still human beings.
And yet there isn't anything like that I know of around EDI and the world.
When are we going to be accepted in this country and not being the BAME?
And they said, there isn't anything else in the NHS. If the care wasn't right, if the money wasn't right, if the performance was off, we couldn't ignore it. But actually, sometimes as white people, we just walk away from this and say it's too hard. And that's got to stop.
Just wanted to say thank you to Suzanne for standing up to be counted on this issue. I think the more allies that we have on this who are white and from privileged sort of backgrounds is really, really powerful and really important in terms of the cause around this.
You've kind of given language to something that's quite sensitive and difficult to describe, and that's the reason why it's so easy to ignore it and say it doesn't exist. You've given us a framework, you've given us language, and you've given us your open lived experience in terms of how you got to being an ally. It's a great way to start the podcast. Thank you.
I've never been brave enough to explore the topics that we have explored in that kind of racing space environment, and it's made it accessible and easy. I was about to say comfortable, but it hasn't been comfortable, and there's been times where my camera's been off and I've been awkwardly sat thinking, do I ask that question? Do I make that point? And just the very fact that I've felt brave enough to do so is testament to the environment that you've created.
You've made people feel that they can be free and honest with what they say, and that there's a place for them to be able to progress the ambition that they have in this area. I'd love to have Curly and Rich in every room in the land talking to people about this. Definitely it's achieved what we set out to be. Thank you so much to the guys for all the work that you've done. You've been absolutely amazing. Couldn't have asked for anything more.
I've been fortunate enough to join every one of these, so I really thank you for the sacred space that's been created. Those conversations build confidence. We have to actually give people language, etc., to be able to really support themselves, really. Using the resources, you've left us with a fabulous legacy to then take this forward even further. I just want to thank you for what's been started today. It's been absolutely, 5 weeks ago, it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you very much.
Last year things changed, gave me 2020 vision. I vowed to go on a self-education mission. Books, documentaries, a podcast series, a safe space to learn and voice any queries. Now it's almost time to say goodbye. Thank you for accepting me as a white ally.
Supporting consultants for the Allyship resource and webinars include Dr. Alison Walker, Medical Director of the West Midlands Ambulance Service, and Cheryl Niabizi, Head of Inclusion and Diversity at St Andrews Healthcare. Alongside your Safe Space webinar, all staff and trainers will have unlimited access to a library of resources, just one click away on Google Slides. On there you will find an A to Z glossary of key words and definitions on the topic, whether it's allyship related to ethnicity, gender, LGBTQ+ pronouns, disability or other vulnerable groups. Having awareness of current language terms is key for any organisation embracing equality, diversity and inclusion. Explore the video library to expand learning and discussion, which includes news, interviews, comedy, music, poetry and dance clips. There is also a meme gallery for further bite-sized content and a network list of movers and shakers. Staff, trainers and presenters in your organisation can work collaboratively to add, borrow or insert content into their own future presentations. A new way of working towards better outcomes for all staff and service users. As resource creators and poets, we also produce bespoke content for conferences, keynote speeches, and creative summaries for quick and engaging snapshots of data-heavy board reports. Some of our work has even reached the Cabinet Office. Contact us for further information. We look forward to supporting your equality, diversity and inclusion outcomes. We'll leave you now with the final words from Tapsmat Chiamani from the Black Country and West Birmingham's Integrated Care System.
It's just a matter of right and wrong. So I really wanted to encourage colleagues to stand up and be counted like Suzanne has stood up to be counted, because what's wrong is just wrong.